What's up, guys? It is the second day of the Georgia deer season, and it's already been an interesting weekend to say the least. Started off yesterday on a WMA in the morning and had a pretty good hunt. I had a doe that caught my wind and blew at me and carried on. Got within about 25 yards, and I'm hunting with the recurve, so there was never a shot there. I'm good after 20, but 15 is my sweet spot. I really want to get them in there close. Went yesterday with a buddy to a different WMA, packed the recurve again, and got out to our spot. We went to two different spots, got out there, set up, and had been out there for a little while and decided, I needed to do a few practice draws, make sure, I could comfortably draw back and had good shooting lanes, all that stuff. And on my second practice draw, one of the limbs on my recurve delaminated, and the whole thing just blew up. Loud crack. The bow went flying to the ground. The string was still in my hand. It was a little crazy. It was 100% my fault. I haven't been hunting with a recurve for long, but just wasn't thinking, and hunted with it yesterday morning. I left it in my Tahoe from midday till the evening hunt with the windows up, and it was hot. It was probably 90 degrees outside, but there's no telling what it got up to in that Tahoe, and I'm sure that was the contributing factor to that bow coming apart. So that's on me. Unfortunately, it was a cheap recurve with Samick Sage, and I got this Tidewee that I've been messing around with, got it in for a product review, and so I rushed to get it set up today. I actually put the string and everything off. They're the same size. It's the same size as the Samick Sage, so I put my string off of the Samick Sage on here because it's a fast flight string. It already had the beaver balls and knocking point and everything on it. Everything fell into place. I got to shooting with it. I was hitting with the same kind of finger position that I use for the Samick Sage, so everything is good. I definitely wouldn't take a 20-yard shot with it yet. I just haven't practiced with it enough. But where I'm set up here on my property today, I have some corn out there. Well, I had some corn out. It looks like it's about gone, so that could impact us. But this will be a very tight shot. I'm talking like probably 10 yards, if that. 10 to 15 at the most. Hopefully I can get this food plot out here planted and won't have to be putting out corn. But ever since I got the ground worked up, the rain has stopped. So still waiting on a window there to get this planted with some winter wheat and maybe some crimson clover to hopefully be a good late season spot. But for now, we're putting out a little corn and see what happens. I'm hoping for my first, actually, I'd be happy with a doe with this recurve. I've killed one doe with that Samick Sage a couple years ago when I first got it. Really, one of my goals for this year is to kill a buck with the recurve. Not real particular on the size of it. I'm not going to shoot a little yearling buck, but if anything 2.5 or older comes in, it's probably in trouble, or at least it's going to get an arrow flung at it if it's within 15 yards. So that's the plan for tonight, guys. So it's been a little bit of a crazy start here, but hopefully I can improve things on this second day of deer season. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. One of the joys of hunting in your own backyard is I'm actually sitting here listening to my in-laws have a conversation on their back deck. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. Sun's just now going behind the trees here. If anything's gonna come out, you can hear it back there. If anything's gonna come out, it's gonna be here soon, so stick around. Really hoping to get a shot at something with this recurve. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, sorry to look like something out of a horror show here, but it's dark in this blind and this camera is not the best in low light. But I just had a doe come in, and I mean less than 10 yards. Shot her, didn't get past her, didn't get the greatest penetration, but I think I was in there where I needed to be. She went tearing off through there. So, heck yeah. That's a good second day of the season right there. Just hope, well, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but hopefully my second deer ever with the recurve. So I'm gonna start packing my stuff up, slip out of here. We're gonna give her some time, and then I'm gonna come back in here and see if I can't recover that deer. I think we can, but we're gonna see, guys. Stay tuned. Yeah, man, I can't believe it. I was pretty much gave up hope on anything coming in, and you never know. It's what time? Hold on here. It's 8:07, so I had about 13 minutes. Well, about 15 minutes when I shot her of legal shooting light left. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. I hope we have a good quick recovery on her. I'm gonna get packed up, head to the house, give her a little time, and then we're gonna go get that deer. Stay tuned, guys. All right, pretty good blood right here at the site of where I hit her. I'm not gonna go after her just yet. I just got out of the blind, but got decent blood right here at impact. So yeah, I'm gonna pack my stuff, head to the house, give this deer some time, and probably watch the footage on TV just to confirm where I hit her and get after her. I'm hoping it's a good double lung, or well, I don't know if it's double lung because it didn't pass through, but hopefully it's a good long shot and not too far back. It was kind of a blur. I thought it looked good, but you never know till you actually watch the footage or find the deer. So I'm gonna go back here and check the footage out and find out. I know where she went in the woods over here, somebody's gonna kind of head that way. Oh yeah, there she is. I definitely hit her back, way back. But somehow she didn't really go that far. Whew. Well guys, that was a pretty crazy ending to the weekend there. I'm so glad to be able to recover this deer. Obviously, I'm not real proud of that shot. Definitely hit her back, and yeah, look, I'm not trying to make excuses. Who knows what would have happened otherwise? But I do know, watching the footage back, if you watch the tree in front of the doe, I was a good bit to the right of the camera when I shot, and if you watch that tree right in front of the doe, on the right hand side of it, as soon as I shoot, you can see a little sucker sprout of that tree, or little branch whip that I obviously grazed some way or another. And I don't know what that did to the arrow, but I do know I did not hit her where I wanted to. But fortunately, man, she wasn't, she was through some thick stuff, but she probably wasn't 80 yards or so from where I shot her. And it's just now hour and maybe close to 2 hours later, and she's already pretty stiff. So she died pretty quick. I don't know. I'll see what all I damaged when I get her cut up here in a little while. I don't know if I caught the back of the lungs or if it was just strictly a liver, but whatever it was, it took her down pretty quick. The old Magnus Stinger done the job. The little Tidewee recurve here, I've been impressed with. As you know from my earlier footage, my Samick Sage blew up yesterday hunting on a WMA. I took a couple practice draws from the saddle, and it delaminated on me. Completely my fault. I left it in my hot truck during the midday yesterday after my morning hunt, and it got really hot in that Tahoe, and I'm sure that contributed to the bow coming apart. So that's on me. But I had to get this Tidewee thrown together today. I actually took the string off the Samick and put it on here because it already had my string silencers, my knock points, and everything. Bows are the same size, and it ended up shooting almost identical. I had to adjust my where I grip the string. I'm a string walker on these, but I had to adjust that just slightly, but not much, and I got dialed in at least out to 15 yards. She was only 10 probably, and so no excuse for hitting her that far back at that close range, but it happens. But the end result, we recovered her. Opening weekend, I got a doe on the ground. This is the first doe off my property since I've owned it the past few years. Killed a couple bucks, but this is the first doe, so pretty cool how it all came together. Still want to try to get a buck with that recurve. I'm gonna be practicing a whole lot more with it here in the coming weeks, and yeah, we got a whole lot more season left, and I hope to crank out a whole lot more footage for you guys. I got a big freezer to fill for this year, so stay tuned, guys. Appreciate you. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, the little notification bell, so you never miss another one of our videos. Good deal. Good deal.